Scorpio, how are you? Welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the 19th through the 25th. Let's see what the focus is for Scorpio. Okay. Karmic completion. Karmic completion. Wow. All right, so there's a lot that we could say about this, right? But essentially, something is coming to a close. You're getting closure somewhere. It clears karma. In one way, shape, or form, it clears karma. Now, the idea of karma changes and varies between person to person, belief system to belief system, whatever you believe in spiritually, whatever the case is, okay? However you think of karma, it's coming to a close for you. I'm seeing, like, I'm literally seeing a door shutting. You're shutting the door on something, which is huge for your karma. What does that mean? Well, I guess we're going to get more into it, right? But I'm really feeling like root chakra, your survival mechanism, your security, your safety, your groundedness. It has to do with that. What's the advice? What is the advice for Scorpio when it comes to this karmic completion? River, flow, plumbing the depths, the sea. Yeah, I see that fox. The fox, the deer, and the owl. Look up those spirit animals. But more specifically, the fox. And the fox is a very cunning little thing. You know what I didn't see was the salmon, which flows in the wrong direction, right? Yeah, okay. Look up those 4 spirit animals. I don't know what it is about this card right now. I could zone out on this card. Like, there's a lot to unpack in this energy. There's a lot to unpack with this karmic situation. Okay, whatever this karmic situation is, I can't sit here and read for 45 minutes. You're the first person that I've said that for the week. There's always at least 1 or 2 signs where I'm like, I really want to sit here and read for an entire hour. Maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll pick 1 or 2 signs that I know needs a longer reading. You need a longer reading, because this is a lot to pick apart at, a lot to unravel, a lot to think about, a lot to feel, but you're closing the door. It's almost like you're letting it be. You're letting something happen the way that it needs to happen. You're very much in a it is what it is mode. And yeah, there's a lot of winding turns, a lot of twists. It's almost like, you know how when you're reading a really, really good book, and or a story, you're listening to a story, and there's this crazy, cool twist at the end. You have created, you have manifested, you have taken action upon creating a twist at the end of the story that you are writing, your life story. It's like you threw in a twist for yourself. Like, nobody expected you to do this. They almost expected you to keel over and take it. You know, they expected you to shut up and this feels, oh my God. This is huge, Scorpio. And I mean, this is probably just for one Scorpio watching. My channel is very small. This new channel is very small. But you are making some big changes up there. Do you know what I mean? In the ethereal realm, what you're doing is huge. And I think it's also, there's an ancestral support here. Like, are you breaking a generational curse? Like, this feels like you're doing something that the generations before you are so proud of you for, because they couldn't do it. Okay. Again, I'm already 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. Because I could just go on. It's, yeah, 9 of Pentacles. You as the individual. You as the person. There's the buffalo. The white buffalo. You could have taken another path. Like there was 2 paths before you. You took the path less traveled. You took the harder path. Okay? You took the more difficult path. The path that, again, generations before you did not want to take. It's not just about you. What you're doing is bigger than you. And you know it is. You know it is. It is very important that you know that you are supported on the other side. The peace pipe. Is that what it is? It's like you chose peace over violence, chose peace over conflict, where many generations before you would have chosen conflict, would have chosen to complicate things. You're choosing acceptance, flow, and peace with that. Scorpio, the archetype of Scorpio translates to complexity, okay? That's why your sister sign of Taurus represents simplicity. So I feel like you're reaching more towards simplicity and trying to move past the complexity. Because you're comfortable with complexity. You understand complexity. It feels like you're almost surrounded by complexity. I almost want to say that whatever you're watching Scorpio for, maybe it's your sun, your moon, whatever, your ascendant, there's a south node, north node influence here. It's almost it is very nodal of Taurus and Scorpio, which would mean, especially if it's your sun or your moon, that you were born on an eclipse. Again, maybe you weren't. Maybe this is just symbolic, and this is because this feels like a very complicated reading. There's a lot. Big steps in healing. Big steps in choosing to let go. To close that door. All right. I'm going to stop it there. I hope this helped. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.